Good morning. Very early morning here at Wombo, and you'll be pleased to know that our friend, the divine visitor, is there in the lake, even so early. When I first got up this morning, it was very, very dark. And after the first meditation, I noticed, of course, the beginning of dawn. And now you could definitely say it is day. And I was reading the other day about the Tibetan Buddhist idea of the Bodhisattva. These are enlightened beings who have penetrated deeply into the meaning of emptiness, the impermanence of all things and the interdependence of all things. Very much the idea of creation, really, of the creature and of poverty of spirit. And these enlightened beings are committed by their very nature to the well-being of humanity. And they gaze constantly upon humanity, desiring to lift it from its sufferings. A beautiful concept that corresponds to our Christian idea of the Redeemer and the loving gaze of Christ upon the world that came into being through the Word. But I've also discovered recently that the Buddhist idea of the Bodhisattvas is very hierarchical. Maybe the world is hierarchical. And there are 10 degrees, 10 stages of insight into emptiness. So what I've just said is pretty much just a concept. But to have an actual insight into it is what makes the difference. And yet, not just one level of insight, but 10 degrees of insight. When you think about it, we are constantly making stages of things, understanding things as they unfold by stages, and yet at the same time, we're very impatient and very black and white. We want to turn the page, and we want to get on with things, and the way the media present the world's news is always crisis and tipping points, and that is part of our experience. But the deeper meaning of it, what allows us to live with some level of peace, is that there are stages, that things evolve, and that we are part of that evolution, and our understanding and insight into its meaning takes time, just as it takes time for the light to become strong. And for the workmen up here who are just starting to work on our future guest house, it takes them time to get going. So it does for all of us.